Hello and welcome to Cinematography. I'm Don Perignon, saving you from getting ripped off. Say, remember that enormous pile of ships on Justin Whalin, Marlon Wayans, and Jeremy Irons called Dungeons and Dragons?
Dungeons and Dragons.
That's the one. Well, guess what? Wait, come back, relax. Not gonna be looking at that. Nostalgia Critic already reviewed that one. No, instead we're gonna be looking at its sequel, Dungeons and Dragons, Wrath of the Dragon God.
So you don't have disrespect. How far can you take that bullshit? Now it's time to get this shit on. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. All bets are off.
All bets are off. Bang!
Time to be killing the dragon again.
Our movie begins with a narration about an evil artifact.
Ages ago, an evil artifact was created.
See? You guys think I make this shit up?
After pursuing every whispered rumor and battling for 100 years through countless foul pits, its dark power is finally within my reach.
The guy narrating is Damodar, who you might remember as the guy with blue lips from the first movie. Seriously, what was the deal with that? After being killed in the first movie, he was cursed to walk the earth as one of the undead. He spent the last 100 years seeking the Orb of Falusor in order to relieve him of his curse and take revenge on Ishmir by using it to awake the Black Dragon from its eternal sleep. I hope you caught all that, because I'm not repeating it.
The Orb of Falusor is mine. What chance does Ishmir have against me now?
That's okay, but I still like Prothea's delivery much better.
Good. I can use every ounce of your rage.
Brilliant!
We're introduced to one of our main protagonists, Barrick, who used to be captain of the guard and a hero of Ishmir, is now some kind of lord. He's married to a mage named Melora. Really? That's her name? Sounds like a medical disease. Who is trying to get a seat on the Mage High Council.
So even though the movie's set up for a sequel, you decided to have the sequel take place 100 years later and with none of the main characters. That is absolutely genius.
No, I'm dead fucking serious. Anything is better than watching these two jackholes run around again. I'd rather watch a movie called Dungeons and DuckTales than have to face these two insufferable douchebags again.
Bravo, movie. Bravo. Now let's see if you can capitalize on it.
A man shows up from a nearby village to ask for Barrick's help. He explains that two of the men from his village went into a nearby cave and have not returned. When they get to the cave, they find that the men were killed by poisonous gas that's coming out of the nostrils of the still sleeping Black Dragon. And here is where I have to sum up the plot exposition for you. A long, long time ago, in a land far, far away, the Black Dragon used to torment this ancient civilizations called the Geraniums. No, not those. At least I sure as hell hope not, otherwise that's one pussy dragon. Because they were unable to kill the Black Dragon, instead they put it in an eternal sleep under a mountain. Over the centuries, not only did the civilization die out, but just about everything about them was lost. After realizing that this is indeed the Black Dragon, they decided to do more research, but don't have much to work with.
Are these similar to the hieroglyphics you saw in the temple?
They're identical.
It's indecipherable.
Maybe the text is hidden. Look, all the symbols are jumbled the same way. And
Melora decides to use a vision spell to decipher the text, but it doesn't go too well. She wakes up on the floor, not knowing how she got there, and she tells Barrick that her vision showed her the geraniums and a black orb, and she can't remember anything else.
oh, you're ice cold.
Don't you mean stone cold? Yeah, I was stretching for that one.
Fortunately, the explosion caused the books to fall in the right position to show them the key to unlocking them. What are the fucking odds?
Approximately 3,720 to 1.
It's almost as if this was a badly written plot coupon. The next day, they call in the Mages Council and...
Wait. What's with the monkey staff?
Monkey!
And the fucking mouth moves? What is he, about to start a ventriloquist act?
She's a lovely lady. She's getting old. Well, women age like fine wine. She's aging like milk.
I knew it! Only a wizard could make puppets that funny.
They explain to the High Priest about the dragon, the orb, and a prophecy that says they have until the next full moon to find the orb, otherwise the dragon will awaken and destroy the world. The Mage Council decides to cast a locating spell to find the orb and...
Okay, when you have a monkey staff whose mouth opens and closes, it's not a good idea to have it upside down near the actor's crotch. Especially when the actor is wearing a dark robe.
And you definitely don't want it moving back and forth that way.
I know this is childish, but I can't resist.
They cast a spell, but instead of telling them where the spear is, they get a message from Dominar. Man, this guy must be the master magic hacker if he's able to interfere with these spells like this. Maybe that's why Oracle's magic never works.
Tricks. Maybe I can find a little magic to clean up this mess.
Well, looks like my old pal Oracle was trying to do magic again. Haha, that never gets old. With the knowledge that Domidir has the Orb of Felicir and that kingdom is in great peril, the king asks Barracks to gather up a small group of heroes in order to stop him. He recruits a barbarian named Lux, a cleric named Dorian, an elf wizard named Ormeli, and a thief named Nim. But in true D&D fashion, just like any player who's ever played a Dungeons & Dragons game, I'm going to be referring to them as the barbarian, the thief, the cleric, and the elf. With the party all gathered, the group is ready to go, but not before the king gives a motivational speech. I guess a pending doom wasn't motivation enough.
You must find Falajur's orb and return it to Ishmir.
It shall be done.
To the Council of Mages goes the task of discovering how to place the orb back into suspended animation. Without that knowledge, its recovery is useless. Two perilous tasks. Both must be completed before the Night Dragon awakes and destroys us all. But do not despair. Proceed in the belief that your comrades will succeed. And we will be victorious.
Or we will die a horrible, smoldering death. The odds are really 50-50 here.
The next day, the group heads out, and while resting in a field, we find that there's some animosity between the thief and the barbarian.
Tell me, Lux, what did your brother see at the barrier peaks that drove him crazy?
Tread carefully, rogue.
How can we be sure that she too won't go berserk and put us all at risk?
Do you doubt my control?
Well, after that outburst, yes! The answer is yes!
So there's this uninteresting backstory about how the barbarian's brother went crazy and Barrick was the one who had to kill him, which serves no purpose to the plot whatsoever. It's just fuel for the animosity between the rogue and the barbarian, which becomes really annoying during the entire movie. Why? Because that dynamic constantly pops up when it's not wanted, expected, or even necessary. You know, kind of like when you're watching something on the internet and in the middle of it, a commercial pops up.